Hi everybody, come on in for a moment with Celeste. It has been a long bit since I have done a live, so I thought today we'd just do some show tell little chat here for just a little bit as I'm getting my bearings together to get it back out of the Christmas holiday mode, even though I know we're still in it, right? But if you're out there, come on in and join me. I'd love to have you pop in today, and we'll just spend a little time together catching up from Christmas, right? If you come in, say hi, let me know you're here with me. All those important things that are important. And then we'll just get started. So, gosh, I hope everybody's had a wonderful, wonderful Christmas break. It's been a wonderful time for the Normans, I do have to say. I have not a single complaint. Yay! Nothing. My heart is full. My, gosh. I don't know. It's been really good. Really good. So for those of you that, I know most of you know that John and I had gone through a really rough time with medical issues, started in 2023, and in January 2023, I think it was, or somewhere in 23. I can't even remember now. That's a good thing, right? But so it was 2022. There were it was kind of a nice, normal Christmas, but not quite. There were some issues happening then too with health and things. But so this year was the year that I got to get out, go shopping, go Christmas light looking, we went to dance recitals, gone out to eat with a friend or two. And so it felt so good to be back to normal this year and to get into the stores and be there with the hustle and bustle and to get with the touching and feelings. Because the last 3 years, I pretty much did the majority of my shopping for Christmas online because I had to. I couldn't get out and walk around. And so this year, to be able to get out and to shop till I dropped was amazing. Because I'm a touchy-feely. I like to feel and touch things. And so online is good, but I can't really feel things. Hello, Angela. Good to see you. How are you doing today? I hope you guys had a good Christmas up there. But it's cold up there, isn't it? It's cold down here, too. Are you guys getting any snow? I didn't see if you guys were supposed to be getting any snow up there in the Sioux Falls, Sioux City, Sioux area. We had a little bit of yesterday, but it's cold today. It's cold. But I have to get out. I got some packages I have to get mailed from the little flash sale that we did the other day. And so, got to get those in the mail so everybody can have them. So as you pop in, say hi, everybody. And we're just going to do a little chatting and a little looking at some things here today. Good morning, Jill. How's my lovely friend? Thank you for popping in today. I actually ended up just about taking the whole last 8 days off. It wasn't planned. It just happened that way. And so I'm getting back into today. I've been working in my little she shed and pulling together some things, and very cold and windy. It snowed yesterday. Yep, down here too. They're supposed to get dumped on up there in Michigan, I think, and up in upper Pennsylvania. So they're supposed to get, I think they said, I heard 24 inches of snow. Ooh, glad we don't live there, Angela. Glad we don't live there. So as I was going through things, I'm going to be in a couple of events. I'm going to be in an event that's going to be several weeks with the Junk Journal Jamboree. And that's journey starts here in the month of January. I'll be doing 2 different times with them. I'll be doing Tuesdays and the Junk Journal Pals. And then I'll be doing, I believe it's like the 28th of the month with their another one of their ongoing events. So that you'll be seeing me on the Junk Journal Jamboree, which will be new. And then I'm going to be in a wonderful event I'm looking so forward to on the Crafty Bunch. I am on the Friendship Journals, and we have 4 teams of 6, I believe it is. And the team that I am on is the Vintage team. So I've been going through and pulling out things that I'm going to be able to incorporate, and we're going to be doing a journal that's going to get passed on. So I'll do the first week, I do the whole cover, and then I mail it to the next person and vice versa. And so by the time we get through, then we end up having 5 signatures in the journal and getting the one, that's meant for us. So that's going to be kind of fun. I'm looking forward to that a lot. I don't know, did any of you see their Patchwork of Friendship? It went on for a year and they did it once a month. Well, this one's going to be for 6 months. So we'll do 6 months and then we'll be opening up our journal goodness that everybody has put together for us. So I'm looking forward to that. We are getting it today in Buffalo. Oh, Buffalo. Buffalo's oh my, I don't know how you guys do it up there. I'm a wimp here in Nebraska when we have our occasional blizzards here, but we don't get them like we used to. And hello, Tova, my sweet girl. Hello from Great Aunt Celeste. I'm glad you're watching me. We're going to do some crafty things, show you some things today. And Dee is visiting her sweet, adorable 2 granddaughters up in Pennsylvania. So Deantha, are you guys getting snow up there too? But anyway, this is fun. It's so good to have you. So one of the things I wanted to show you that I'm going to be working on over the next couple of weeks on my own Moments with Celeste pages is I bought one of these kits, and I've had this now for about 4 months, but I've been a big chicken licking. I've been a chicken licking and have not done it because those of you who watched me try to do a journal kit back in, that was a pre-made one of these from this one here is from Graphic 45, but it was a Halloween kind of a fall theme. I was a hot mess, you guys. I was a hot mess. Not much snow in Pittsburgh, but I got waylaid by a dump of snow at home. I'm not there to deal with it. Yay! How much did they get up in Minnesota, Deantha? So Deantha goes from one snowville in Minnesota and then goes to spend time in Pennsylvania. But anyway, so this kit here that I bought, and I'm going to be starting to work on, I'm going to jump on a couple times this week. It's Graphic 45s, and it's their 2-in-1 Tunnel and Pyramid chipboard albums. I've never made one, but a gal I worked with that works at my scrapbook store had put one together, and it was amazing. She did hers at Halloween time, which is when I bought mine. But I'm going to show you kind of what it looks like. So you get a couple of different things here. You get the boards, and you can make a tunnel journal, or you can make a pyramid journal. And I'm looking forward to this. It says you can do both. So we'll see what turns out with this, right? Hello, Michelle Thomas. Hello from windy North Carolina. Ooh, I heard it was windy. Isn't Tova a beautiful name? And you know what? She's even 1,000 times even more beautiful than that beautiful name. She is a doll baby. And she Oh, I haven't been able to see Tova in person since she was a brand new newborn baby, but we saw each other one time on Facebook, on a Facebook Live, and then I get lots of pictures of Tova from her grandmama, lots of pictures. She is a beautiful girl, beautiful. And Deanna's going to kill me because I've got so many, I can't keep track of everybody anymore. So many little great-grands, great nieces and nephews, not grands. And our little Tova is Tova 4 yet? She's 4, I believe now. Is she 4? And then her little sister, Lael, is a year and a half, I think. I'm terrible at these ages. So I'm a bad. So anyway, so this is one we're going to work on. Sometime this week I'm going to start it. So they gives you the covers of it. And then there are, I think it's 8 pages. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, there's 6 pages in between. And then there's a back and a front, okay? But what you do is each page starts out with a punch out square. So I'm going to punch this out. This will be one of the pages. It sure will. And then this is the one that's going to be for the pyramid. This will be a tunnel, and this is a pyramid. And then 3 in 1. Love you, Tova girl. And then we have the next one I punched out. So it gets smaller, so you'll see here as we're going to put this together. And then I'm going to go in and I'm going to cover each one of these is going to be covered with different papers, okay? So, punch it. And see how they're going to stack together. So you see how it's going to make the pyramid. And then it's going to actually be, it's quite amazing what I saw my friend make at store. Hello, Nancy Monroe. Welcome in, my dear friend. Jump in and say hi to all of us here. See that? You see how it's doing that? So this one's going to be really pretty. So you can see how each one gets a little bit smaller, the square inside. Okay? And then, so this is from Graphic 45. And then there's what you have, okay? And then I go through and it has hinges. So I'm going to have to little practice here. It has some hinges that we're going to do. That's going to hold this together. And then this can be the back or the front of my cover. And we're going to see. So then when you open it up, I'm not going to take time to go through it all today because I want you to see what I do when we do it. But you'll see here how you got the pages. And each page kind of flips into this other. And then the back is going to be all covered and it's going to have a beautiful little masterpiece that's going to be the center here. So I'm excited to try this one. So that's the one that's going to look like a tunnel. And this is the one that ends up looking like a pyramid somehow. I don't know yet, but you put these all together too, okay? So we'll get on this week and we'll do a couple of this. And that's what we're going to do there. Let's see. Going to turn that off. I don't want this. Of course, you know now it wants to do an update, right? But we're going to keep on going. Okay. So that's my project coming up. Now I have to figure out what color theme I want to do this in. And I want to do, you know, I'm really into the soft at this point. All of this will be coming down, the ones that are more crispy. Now, I purposefully do those more like a winter theme in my background, but I'm going to be adding some little pieces of blues and things. But I want to show you some of the things that I'm wanting to play around with, okay? But before I start that, I have to show you one thing that I bought. I bought several of these the other day online through, I think it was maybe a Whatnot sale. But I put some in my little journal kits. But is this not an adorable idea to take a golden book, a vintage golden book, and tear out the picture and they burned the edges and then just made a little cluster on there? Isn't that adorable? So this one here is Old Mother Hubbard. Old Mother Hubbard went to the cupboard. Okay. Then I came across this today as I was cleaning up my room. These are kind of a velvety, and I'm going to do something here in the next few weeks, couple of weeks or so, that'll be a Valentine theme with these paper, but it's a velvet. Isn't that going to be a pretty one? Then back to my winters. So I was in Hobby Lobby and I picked up these pretty trims because I like to always add these in my arts, my mixed media and my journaling. But I also like to put them in the things that I sell that are kits so that you guys all get the pretties too. But I picked this up, and this one here I thought is going to be a beautiful trim for a winter mixed media. Isn't that pretty? And it's fabric. And then it has all these little flowers, little pearls. So I got that. And then look at this pretty one I picked up. I love this little kind of a creamy champagne that will be going in one of them. And then this here. And these. So just a few of those that I will be using. You're going to be seeing these over the next month especially. And all of my different projects I'll be doing. Then I went, now this I loved, because I am envisioning this being a mixed media piece. And let me put you down here where you can see it a little better. But I got some of those frosted, silver frosted snowy leaves. And then some of these pretty blue. And then I got some of the blue flowers, paper flowers. And then look at these pretty. Isn't this a beautiful color for winter? These little beaded wires. And then I bought some of these, and you get all these at the HL in the wedding section is where I got most of these at. But these are all going to be broken apart, and I'm thinking I'm going to do a canvas mixed media that's going to feature some of these for just a winter decor piece. So I'll have to get on that one pretty quick, won't I? Love that blue. It reminds me of Aunt Babe's Christmas tree. It's gorgeous, Diantha. It truly is beautiful. Then, now these are things that I'm thinking of. How am I going to incorporate them into doing the pyramid and the tunnel journal? So I have some pretty things, but I know I'm going to need some larger pieces. For this mixed media, I'm also, my friend Renee does these embossings, and there's some snowflakes. I know I'm going to be able to use that. And then at a get-together, a retreat get-together I had gone to in October, my friend Linda gave all of us some of this paper here, and it's real thin, but I'm thinking that's going to be pretty in my vintage journals. And then let's see, what else? This is something else I'm going to be doing. It was a printable that someone had given us free, and I'm sorry, I think it might have been the Straight Jacket Crafter, I believe, gave us those. So I'll be doing something with that. Let's see. Then I want to get into what I can use for the papers if I have anything here that are going to be able to go. And of course, you know, if I always have to pick these up at HL because I love those. Those go with everything just about that I do, right? So let's see if I can pull my papers out here. Of course, I stick them all at the bottom, right? Got myself some big doilies. Here's a few. Here's what I pulled out. Let's see. I'm thinking that maybe I could do some of this to do some type of a wintry piece with one of these sequins. But I'm also going to have to make a run, and I'm probably going to do it today. I'm going to go get some more different papers that I think will work for this. This one here I love. See this? It's embossed and a white, and this will be beautiful. This will be a gorgeous background for a piece of mixed media I'm going to do. So let's see. Then we got some stickers, but let's see what we have as far as papers go. I may not have a lot for papers. Shootsky. I don't, but ooh. So here, look at this. It's little mittens. And then the back of it has a little piece that's kind of a salmony pink color. And then, of course, we have lots of stickers. I love stickers. Here's one. Oh, this will work. This one's cute. Isn't that a pretty one? And then, the only thing is I didn't want to use these all up with the pyramid thingy. So I think I am going to buy some more. But let's just see what I have here. Because, look at this side here. Isn't this, don't they have the cutest little winter themed? Hi, Peggy. How are you, my dear friend? And Patsy Ray. So glad you're able to jump in. Good to see you today. I'm just kind of going through a few things here of some projects we're going to be working on. And so if you can go back and catch the replay, you'll kind of see some of those at the beginning. But this one here is going to make an amazing, just a winter type of something. And look at all the stickers that go with that. These are Snow Days Element Sticker. Simple Vintage is what some of these here are, okay? So I have to decide what I'm going to do. These are going to be used in my vintage journals I'm going to be working on for the Crafty Bunch. And then I have this one. Now this is bits and pieces, okay? But this is going to be a cute one to do. I thought for sure I had more snowy, wintry things, but I guess I gotta go shopping. Oh my. Oh me, oh my. This one's going to go into a snow journal. This is a little tuck pocket that I had gotten. And look at this. So you put it in, and it's just like in the corner of your page. And then you're going to put, let's see which way it went here. These are little envelope pockets that just go sit them in there. And let's see if I can get them in the right way. Okay, there we go. Just like that. Isn't that cute? So, these are more of those. Let's see, what else do we have in here? Because I have my pine cones. I honestly, the last 8 days, I have not put much thought into anything. I just enjoyed the moments. Look at that beautiful doily, so I'm going to definitely use that one. And that's going to go in a journal, a winter journal. Another little one there. Here's some more of my little snowflake little papers that are coffee stained dyed papers. Let's see who we have. Beth or Sue. There's Sue. Hi, Sue. How are you up in Washington State, my friend? And Lori Qualls. Hi, Lori. I sure appreciated that little Christmas card you sent, Lori. That was so sweet of you. Thank you so much. And let's see, what else do we have in here? I've just been throwing, you ever do that when you see something you think is going to go with a certain theme and over like 2 months you just start throwing it in a bin? So I've got some cards there. I don't think I'll use that one in my blue. I've got my little tea bags. There's a little bit of the blue. I need to get some more Tricia's Pretty Papers. And then, isn't that a pretty one? This is a Tim Holtz. And let's see what else we have. I love this Tim Holtz packet. Someone gave this to us at our retreat as well. It's so wonderful. Hi, Carol. How are you? Welcome, welcome. And then I have this little box here that's definitely going to be used in my little Christmas journal things. That has cut out die cut snowflakes and some die cut evergreen trees and some fern. Isn't that pretty? That's going to definitely go into my little... I'm really hoping what I'd like to do, here's what my desire is. I've just got to get it put together in my head and go out and get a few more things. But I'm really hoping these pieces here and these wintry ones here, that these will work on the tunnel, journal I'm going to do. Because it'll either be on one or the other. Okay, there's going to be the pyramid journal, as I showed you, and then this is going to be the tunnel journal. Because as we get into this, I'll be able to add things around the edges. And that's where I know my little snowflakes and my little trees are going to come in very handy. So I'm excited to get this one started. Very excited. And then let's see, you can put this one over here. This goes with this. Got these little winter ones, and these are cute. I just think these are cute too. But then it's got the back. So this is the type of a project. The tunnel one I'm going to do is a type of a project that you really wish you just had one-sided papers and not the two-sided. But we'll see what I find when I go out today. Because I know I'll find something. Okay. And then, let's set these aside here. But these are all some of the different elements of things that I'm going to work with. And like I said, this here is going to be, part of a media piece that I'm going to do. And this one, it'll be an easy one to get together, but that one's going to be a winter, a pretty little winter piece of media art. You know, when I talk about media art, in case some of you don't know what that is, mixed media. Now this is not what I'm going to do, because I did several of these last year, but look at this. So this here was made out of, it's a canvas, and then it has a piece of cardboard on the back to be the back, and then it had scrap paper, and then these levels here are scrap paper, and then a grocery sack that I have painted, and then I did a printable in the middle to be the highlight. And I actually did a class with this in it not this fall, but last fall, where we did the sunflower punch out. They're called a let's see, they're a breakthrough something, I can't remember. But anyway, so that's what I did. So I'm going to do something else on a canvas. It won't necessarily be this, but who knows, it might. Because I might be in the mood for one of these to make again. Because I actually did 2 classes last year. We did a Christmas class, and I did a fall class. So my locals here, I have a few that love to be able to get together, and we do those. So I'm going to hopefully have one here coming up for those that are local that we go off site and do. And one of them, I've done a couple of them here in my apartment. I usually have anywhere from 5 to I think the largest one I had was 20. So, yeah, it's kind of fun. So I've got a couple of people been asking me about it. So I have to get with it. Get with it, girlfriends. Okay. There's just snowflakes I could use on that as well. Okay, let's see here. Let's look at, what was the other one I had here that I wanted to just kind of play around with. I did get, now I'm not real thrilled about stickers, but we're going to try something while I have you on here. We're going to do a little bit of gluing and all that good stuff for a couple of minutes. How's that sound? Sound like a plan? Let's see, is the Turned Journal going to be done in live? Yes, it is. The Tunnel Journal. It sure is. I'm going to do the Tunnel Journal, and that's what I'm going to start working on. Busted Canvas, you got it, Carol. I'm going to start working on the Winter Tunnel Journal this week. Now, with the holidays, it's hard for me to commit to what day it's going to be, but I'm hoping I'll be able to jump on tomorrow afternoon at 3 o'clock-ish, like is my normal spot for Journal Fun, to get it started. So hopefully tomorrow at 3 Central, we will get that started. And then I probably will be able to pop on maybe again on, I don't know, we don't do anything really on New Year's Day and that Friday. I know I've got 3 sports events that I have to make sure I tune into. The championship, regional championships, all that stuff for Nebraska Cornhusker women's basketball has done amazing this year. Our Nebraska men's basketball has done amazing. And our Nebraska, which hasn't done so amazing, football team is doing, has a bowl game. So that's all here in the next, like between the 30th and the 31st, somewhere in there. So I got to watch those because I got to support my team. But I'll squeeze around it. So I thought about, I have these little red tags that I had got for Christmas things. And I thought it'd be kind of fun if I could do something on these that, you know, I really love rub-ons. And I don't have a lot. But I've got my stamps, and let me get these up, out, over, in, and under. Let's see, where are we going to go here? Okay. Let's look in here and see what we have. I thought these would be cute to do some stamps on. And then I did pick up at Hobby Lobby one of the line work floral. They're clear stickers that are like pencil drawn flowers. So I thought, well, you know, I might use those. But let's just look through these here and just see what we have that would be kind of Valentine-ish, if anything. If anything, let's see. Oh, here's some loves. Ah, here's some loves. We'll do this one. And I'm going to do, let's see. Here's a big love. Everybody's got some big love in their life, right? It's the Tunnel Journal. Yep, I got that one. Let's see. I'm going to make sure I caught up with everybody. See a lot of nice goodies. Yeah, Carol. I'm really ready to move on from all the red and green and Christmas stuff right now. So, we're going to make a few changes. Now, my decor here in the house has not been a great big bunch this year. And I'm going to take and change my Christmas tree to a winter tree. But other than that, we're going to, a lot of the things that I did, I'm able to just pull them out. Looks like I froze up here on this. I don't want that to happen. Ah, well, forget that one. So what about if we just do some little stamping here? I'm going to take my black archive ink. And I thought I wanted to try these too. These are some little stamps that I had bought. But first of all, let's just play around here. I'm going to put something under because I know I will get black on my tabletop. I will, and I will not be happy about that, right? Maybe I don't have anything now that I picked up most of my stuff. Any of you like that? Get yourself, you clean things up and then now you can't find anything? Let's see. We'll just do in the back of this. Can we buy the pieces for the tunnel journal somewhere? You know, you can. You can. This is a Graphic 45. Graphic 45. And it's called 2-in-1 Tunnel and Pyramid. Tunnel and Pyramid. So they have these for sale at the scrapbook place I have. Now, if you, when it opens, I'm not sure that it's open this week, Sue. But when it opens next week, I can get it because it's just right down the street from us. I can go over and buy it for you and then just ship it to you with your next shipment. If you want me to do that, I definitely can do that for you, okay? And it's like, for the what you're going to get, you get enough to make a jar. You're going to get enough to make a tunnel and a pyramid. So 2 8x8s. So I could probably get that to you. I'd have to check on the price, but I think it's $15. So if you want that, you let me know, okay? Just send me a message and let me know, and I'll pick those up. Anybody else? I'll do it for all of you. I'll do it for all of you. Anybody wants to do that? Okay. Let's see what we've got here. We'll do Where'd My Big Love Go? We've got love here. And we're going to put it on here. Hi, Daryl. Happy almost New Year to you. How are you, my dear darling friend? Good to see you. Good to see you. I've been enjoying watching everybody's different Christmas pictures and all the things that people have posted and seeing you with your families. It's just been so precious to see everybody. Now this one here, I'm going to do it in this black, but I don't think I want to do it yet. I'm going to try something else first. Got some of this white embossed. What if I take and we just tear some of this out? And it would be so cool to work along with you. Oh gosh, it sure would, Sue. It sure would. Let me think it through. Because gosh, I really need to get this done. I want to get this done here. If you can go on to Graphic 45 and see if they can get it to you even sooner, that'd probably be your best bet. Because like I said, I don't know if my store is open this week, but I'll check. If it is, I'll go grab it and get it in the mail to you. Because you know I like to spoil people that way. Oh. Okay, so if I take my love and I'm going to put it down here, and we're just going to do a little stamp here, and we'll pull that up. So there we go. There we go. There we go. I did it. I got someone here, of course, because I didn't do what I said I was going to do. Okay, there's the love. And then, let's see. Do I have any little cute thingies? I don't have a whole lot of stamps. I really don't. Love. Here's a cute one that says from the heart. So we can do that. Love from the heart. Okay. Yeah, looky, looky. Getting that together. Take that one off. Thoughts full of love from the heart. Here's a cute little sentiment. It says, thoughts full of love from the heart. And let's do this. Okay. Make sure I get the right words in the right order. Thoughts. Full of, okay. Thoughts full of love from the heart. Okay, that's a sweet little sentiment, right? I'm on it, girlfriend. Okay, let me know if you need my help, okay? I would be interested in the tunnel and pyramid journals. I will replay to find out what they exactly are. Okay, just let me know, because like, if you need it fast, like what I said to Sue. But I might be able to get it fast if my store is open. I just don't know if it is, but I might be able. I'll look around here. Okay, there. Now, didn't that turn out to be a cute one? Thoughts full of love. And then let's take on this one here. I'm going to do a little distressed ink. Of course, you know I am. I will. I have to. And I'm going to do this one in a little bit of, let's see. For some reason today, my laptop's frozen up, and that's the one that's usually never frozen up. Dumb thing. Just dumb thing. Do not need it fast. Okay, well then I'll pick one up for you. If not this week, next week. Okay. Let's see. Gonna grunge the edge. You guys all have your Christmas decoration down or up? I usually always keep mine up till after the 1st. But I know a lot of people I've seen are taking theirs down right now. Okay. I'll be sure to grab you one, Peggy, okay? I better write that down because I'll forget. As soon as I tell you, right? Peggy. And that is for the tunnel and pyramid. Okay. See what we can do. Make that happen for all my little friends. Okay. Now, I'm going to take my red. And I think what I'm going to do here is I'm going to put it on a little cattywampus. And then I'm going to get a piece of my little lace trim. And I like this one. I like them all. That's why I bought these, right? That's a pretty one from Hobby Lobby. Okay, I'm going to put this one down here. And then maybe if I can find myself in my little pile here. I know I've got plenty of options to choose from. Let's see, I don't want any of that. Well, maybe. Maybe not. Maybe. Lori, Beth bought me 2 more of these storage containers for Christmas. I was so happy to get those. Okay, let's see. Oh, this is a big one. This might work. Let's just, yeah, it's too big. Isn't that pretty? Got so many lovely things. I just love them. Here's my pearls. I could put on my pearls, of course, on there, you know. We can do my pearls. And we can maybe use this little snippet here. Here's a little pink fabric. Maybe I'm going to put that on here, too. All in the name of Valentine's Day. So let's see here. Your turn is on your ink pad. Huh? Thank you, Gina. Hi, Gina. Look what I did. Oh my goodness, I'm so glad you caught that. Looky. Right in the middle of it. Well, we're just going to take and cut this off. I'm a hot mess. I shouldn't be with as relaxed as I got over Christmas, but okay, now we're going to put the lid on this. That archival ink, it sure gets going. Are you able to show us that black and white flower book again? Looked like stickers you color in. Black and white flower book. Oh, yes. So, yes, This is from Hobby Lobby. It's Stick-A-Blitters. It's called Line Work Floral. It's in their stickers, where all their stickers are at. Normal price is $4.49. I got it this last week. This week, it's on sale for 40% off. So between now and Saturday, I think it is. But anyway, no, it was last week. Sorry. But yes, they're stickers. They're clear stickers. But they look like drawings, pencil drawings. So, okay, let's see here. If we put that here, thoughts of love for you. And we put a little bit of something. I've got so many cute little somethings, it's so hard to pick. Here's a little, I'm going to cut this out. So I'll snip off of this. I'm going to do a small one. Okay, so I'm thinking what we can do on this little masterpiece is we can kind of maybe put it up this way and see what it looks like if I cover up part of that. I don't know that I want to, but yeah, I can do that. That'd be just fine. And we'll do it like that. Can you see it? Don't want you to have to see anything else up here that you don't need to see. I would be interested in the tunnel, pyramid, Hello, Teresa. I'm glad you see me. Yay. Good to see you. Hope you had a nice Christmas. So nice to see everybody. Okay, so I'm going to put that on there. And then I don't think I'll use that pink because I think it's going to be a little bit too much. Let's see what we got in here. This is that pretty champagne, which would be beautiful, but yeah, this champagne one's going to be really pretty on here. We'll use this one because it has a little glisten like snow as well. So let's get out my little stinky glue here, and AKA, and we're going to get this put on. Okay, and get the right side. Now I like it when I put something that has a little bit of a fringe on them. I like it to hang off of the actual piece so you can see it from the back. And then I'm going to come over here and I'll trim this little piece down a little bit. Okay, so there's that. Isn't that a pretty one? That's really a pretty piece. Thank you so much. Okay, I'm going to trim this off and this off. And then we're going to put it up here. I did get my little red tags, I think from Peddler's Alley. And you don't need very much. It always looks like you're putting a lot on, but you're not. What you're doing is you're rubbing it in. Okay. Put that up there just to add a little something different. And then we're going to put on our little tag that we made here. And let's have it sticking off about right like that. Okay. So there's what we have so far. Isn't that cute? Thank you, Gina. Thank you so much. Then we can put a little pearl piece. Not a big pearl, just a little pearl. I'm thinking about putting one up there in the middle of that crocheted little flower. Oh, yes, we will. And I'll do that one with my hot glue because that usually holds pretty good. Okay. Got that one up there. And let's see, what else do we want to do? I'm thinking I'll take a little smidgen. Where's that piece that I cut off that? It's probably laying on something else right now and getting it off all of. Let's see here. Where did I put it? this one? No, this isn't it, but we'll just use this up here. So then I'm going to take just a little smidgen of this little piece here. See that? Isn't that cute? In the ecru color. And I'm going to run it a little bit like at an angle so that it just kind of comes down like this. So let me just cut it first and then we'll glue it on. If you're looking for easy, relaxing things, you know, doing tags is such an easy, relaxing thing to do. And quick, right? You can get lots of them done in just about no time. Sounds like John's got his home nurse just came in. We only got one more week left of that. He's doing so awesome. And I bought him several new sweaters and shirts for Christmas, and he's just sporting them all around. Looks so cute. It's kind of fun. Okay, then here's a bag of vintage. These are my vintage. Thanks, Daryl. Hi, Treasure Trunk Buck Kimmy. Come on in, my dear friend. Good to see you today. So good to see you. Is it Kimmy or is it Karen? Kimmy or Karen or JoJo? Some of them's names are really what their names are, and some of you aren't. So remind me again, because I'm trying to remember these. I'm so bad at it. So I'm looking through. You guys look at some of these buttons. I got to show you a handful of some of these. Old vintage metal buttons that I love. Love them, love them, love them. Can you see those? That's just a few of them. Kimmy. Okay, you are Kimmy. Good to see you. Thank you for putting up with me. So, thinking I might take this one here. And I could put it up there at the top, which is I think I'm going to do because it's flat on the back. It's got, see that? Now, it would be really cool if I could find a heart. Now, here is a heart, but I'm going to have to see if I can cut the shank off of it, okay? Sometimes they come off pretty nice, and other times they're a little stubborn. Not that. Not that. I'm reaching up into a drawer up above me. There we go. Okay. Let's see if we can get that shank off, because if we can, I'm going to put this little heart on it. Okay. Okay. There we go. Got that off of there. And then I'm going to put it in here. Let me take just a little smidgen more of it off if I can get it off. I just love playing with all the things, don't you? That's why I enjoy doing things like this, because it's not like I've just got a can of paint and a paintbrush and I'm going to start painting. You know, I get to snoop into all kinds of stuff, and I even use paint on some of these things, you know. I'm going to be doing, I think it's a Memory Decks kind of an event with Junk. I think it's with the Messy Craft Corner Junk Journal. I'm going to be doing one of those, and I'm hoping I can paint on some of my pages on there. But we'll see. Okay, get this on. Then it's Thoughts of Love. Push it down. Okay. There we go with that. Okay. Now, I don't know that I even want to put any more on it. It doesn't have to look like too much, right? So then let's just stop that one there. And let's put this in here. What time do we got? 2:05. I didn't get started until a little late today, so let's see if we put, I'm going to grunge the edge of it. And that's what we'll do. And I'm going to do that with the black. And let's see. Got all my daubers up there. Find my black one in here. If I can. Oh, here it is. It's right here. Oh, Celeste. Okay, so I'm going to take some black, and I'm just going to take and go around the outside edge, and I'm going to do it with this little ink. I got a little bit more. Hi, Mitzi. Good to see you. Good to see you. Okay, so I'm going to just do this, and I'm just going to come up where the parts are red is the only part I'm grunging. Don't want to grunge the rest of it. Except for I might do it right there, but I'm not going to do it on that tag that we made, that little word piece. Okay. I think that will work. That will work very well. Okay. There's that one. Then, let's see here. I just had a thought, and let's see how far this thought goes. It's going to go real quick here because it's right here. I have some diamond dust. Let's give that a try because, you know, we don't get to use that all the time, right? Let's see. Let's take a little bit. I have some of this glue here that I'm going to use on this. This is called the Tombow Mono Liquid Aqua Glue. And I just started using that this past month. I got 4 of them for Christmas. I'm so excited. And this here, let's see. So it has a wide end with a dauber, and then it has a narrow end. And it's a clear one. So what I'm thinking here is I'm just going to put, if I can get it on here. Okay, got some on there. I don't want it that much, but that's what I did. Okay, and just sprinkle some of this on here. And I think I'll come up here, and we'll do it in there, and maybe up here. Let's just see what happens here. Let's just see what happens. Okay, whoops, I guess I should have opened it. I wish I had some gloves in here because I hate getting this stuff on me, but I'm not going to be using too much. So I'm going to take my diamond glitter and we're going to sprinkle it on. Pretty, pretty. Uh-oh. I just realized I got to put some now on the white because it looks pretty on there too. It does. Okay. All right. Oh my. Oh my, that's pretty. Let's put a little bit up here. Get the skinny end. Oops, I'm pressing the wrong end. Okay, we won't do that. Okay, just a little smidgen, little dab will do it. Okay, and then I'm going to put, I'm not going to, yep, I will. Okay, I'm going to put a blob right here, not a blob, just smear it out a little bit on the tips. This looks really pretty on this white, I just have to say, it does. I am not a lover of all things glitter because I don't like the mess it makes, but this sure pretty. That turned out pretty. Look at that. Can you see the sparkles all over that now? Now I just have to figure out what I'm going to do for the top. Okay. Got that done. And then what I do now, if I use this, like if I give this to somebody or I put it in a junk journal, which I probably will, I will then, before I do that, I'm going to give this a coat of, you can even use hairspray, like Aquanet hairspray, or a coat of sealant. I'm just going to put it over it because it's going to hold those diamond glitters down. Okay? So there we have that part. And then the last little part here that we're going to do, let's see what color I want to go with here, though. I don't want that color. Let's see if I have anything. I do have some silvery, which this will probably go really well with it, actually. So the thing I love about Valentine's and Christmas and winter is you can use all the silvery glittery little things, and you can use this stuff still. Oh, that'll be cute too. Maybe I'll do that one. Okay. Figure out how you put these back on now because I've not used it before. Oh, it pokes right down in the hole. That's nice. Very nice. Okay. Let's try this and just see what it looks like. So I wouldn't have to use a whole lot of it. Just one little strip up there is going to be just fine. Okay. Poke it through the hole. I'll just tie this one for now. I might go back through and do it the other way I usually do them, but oh, cute. I think that's really sweet. I don't know if you guys do, but it is sweet. Doesn't it just look so vintage? Look at there. There you go. With all of our little sparkles all over it. So you can't find the... You can't find the tunnel parts. Did you look under graphics 45? It's 2-in-1. Here's what the title is. Can you get that or not? I'll look when I get off too, okay? I'll look and see what we can find. So anyway, there's our simple little first little Valentine project for this year. I don't know who's going to get it, but somebody might. You just never know. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day. You know, there's lots of different crafters on today, and I'm gonna get my little mess picked up again. And then what I might do tomorrow. Tomorrow, I think I will do my Canvas mixed media at 3 o'clock tomorrow. Okay. And then I'll see where we're at with finding those little things for everybody. And if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. But we can, you know, I can see. Because if not, then I can start that next week. But let's just see. Not sure yet. Okay? All right, guys. You guys have a good one. Hello, Terry. How are you? Good. Thank you for joining me. We just finished up here with a little tag and some other little things we just looked at. So go back and check the replay. Make sure you put, you can just sprinkle me out to people. You can go ahead and do make sure you do some like hearts, comments, even if you're seeing replay, because that helps me keep my algorithm up, which I'm a little worried about this week from having a slow week last week. Just saying. Okay, guys, we'll talk to you later. See you tomorrow at about 3 o'clock Central Time. Bye-bye.